Welcome back. It's time now for the Financial Week. Consumers were being told to brace for higher food prices as global commodity costs surge. Separate CEO Richard Pandue made the announcement while speaking on Mayberry's virtual investor forum. Andrew Laidley has that report.
According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, global food prices rose in January for the 7th straight month. The FAO's Food Price Index, which tracks monthly changes in the international prices of commonly traded food commodities, was released on February 4. The index increased 4.3% from December 2020, reaching its highest level since July 2014. Local food producers now confirming that Jamaican consumers will start to feel the economic pinch.
The latter part of the pandemic has now seen massive escalation in prices: wheat price, sugar price, oil price, everything has gone through the roof.
All of the commodities.
I mean, every night I get to look at Bloomberg, I'm like, oh my God. I mean, it's, so what you're seeing now, right across the board in Jamaica, is that prices are being passed on to the consumers because you literally can't hold it.
He says the cost to get imported raw material into the island has also skyrocketed.
So a container from China, which was $1,500 last year, is now almost $8,000. And this is translated to everything in the country, because it's an import-based economy, right?
Yes, it is.
95% of the activity at the port of Kingston is related to import or empties. So that tells you what, yes, the prices are definitely going to definitely moving.
And as food inflation rises, Mr. Pandue admitted that there is a shortage of containers in the market, compounding an already difficult situation. Nevertheless, his message remains the same. There's no need to panic. He says Separate has adequate food supply in stock.
So I'm carrying probably 40% more inventory, raw material, than I would have carried before, but I have no choice.
Right.
Because the lead time on the supply, situation has become so disrupted. We came out last year before everybody else in the pandemic and said, we're telling Jamaica, don't worry.
Right.
We're going to guarantee your supply. That was a big promise. And we had to deliver on that. I'd be in the street and somebody pull me and say, remember what you said,
Yes.
And we delivered on that.
The FAO says the upward movement in global food prices reflects increasingly tight global supply amid substantial purchases by China and lower than expected production and stock estimates in the United States. Andrew Laidley, TVJ News.
The national reserves jumped above the $3 billion mark in February. The Bank of Jamaica said the reserves rose $33 million to $3,016 million. At that level, it will be able to purchase a little under 1 year of imports. Currency trading ended today with the US dollar selling for $149.75. The Canadian dollar sold for $117.75. The pound is going for $208.01, while the euro ended the day at $180.85. The JSE index lost 1,096 points today, while the junior market index gained 24 points. Among today's winners, 1834 Investments, Paramount Trading, Caribbean Producers Jamaica, iCreate, and Jamaica Broilers Group. On the losing side were Iron Rock Insurance, Siboney Group, Palace Amusement, Berger Paints, and 138 Student Living. And that's the Financial Week. News from overseas when we return.